Hi, this is Jed Shields of Performance Management Innovation. Just going to talk through the use of RAG status charts within our dashboards. RAG stands for red, amber, green, basically a colour coding method of showing if operations are in control or not. So if we take a look at supply chain here, we've got two RAG status charts here. Parts percentage received from a number of suppliers over a period of 12 weeks. We can immediately see that the majority of these are coloured green. Now green in this case means that the percentage received are 90% or greater. Anything less than 90% are shown as reds in this case. There's a current Japanese philosophy at the moment suggesting that there shouldn't be an amber within RAG status charts. Things are either good or bad. So in this particular case I've just looked at green or red. So we can immediately see that there's each of these suppliers, the majority of the cases are green, pretty much in control, with the odd red showing out of control. So at a glance you can see where you are with a number of different suppliers over a fairly extensive period of time. Now that 90% setting can be changed. I'm looking at an SC21 measurement on this particular metric. Now SC21 have three levels. They have a gold, a silver and a bronze level. So in a bronze level shown here, 90% is good enough. However, in a silver we need 95% to be a green. So if we click to silver, we can now see a few different reds appearing, just to show that they're not quite at a silver level. They're obviously better than a bronze, because on bronze they're green, but on silver they're not quite there. And if we go over to gold, gold is actually down as a 99% or greater is a good, so a very tight tolerance there. So if we click over to gold, and we can see even more reds appearing, particularly in this particular metric down the bottom here. So it's immediately apparent at what level each of these suppliers are over a period of time, and they can be graded accordingly. So it's something that a supplier can use to measure themselves, to see how they're performing currently and how they will perform against targets that they're working towards. So if they were on bronze at the moment, they could see how effective they are at a silver level or a gold level, how much extra work is required. And as I said before, it's a very quick and easy method of seeing a change in a value, rather than trying to look at a number of different charts and figuring out percentages against target lines and things like that. It's immediately apparent that, particularly in this case here, that there's a lot of good stuff at a bronze level. However, gold, you can see where the problems immediately are. Okay, we've got another use of RAG status. If we go back to the executive summary, and the executive summary is basically a collection of the major metrics throughout the organisation. So we've got a couple of production metrics, we've got some HR metrics and some delivery and supply metrics. So this gives management an overall view of how the organisation is doing. Now behind each of these charts you can see a RAG status box, and again it's immediately apparent that for this particular week, 2010 week 1, that these four areas here are in control. These three areas, this one here, here and here, are out of control. So rather than having to look at the actual chart and figure out where the issues are, it's immediately apparent using the colour coding that those are the areas that need to have extra focus on for that particular week. And again, if you've seen in other videos, using the slider bar, we can actually step through history and see if these problems carry on. So we're actually in week 1 here, so we can move over to week 2, where we can see there's something changed quite drastically in week 2. We're going from in control here to now we're out of control. So again, this is a good way of checking how you're doing over a period of time, figuring out what went wrong and trying to avert the same problems in the future. To see other demonstration videos of different chart types and how they're used effectively within dashboards, please visit my website www.performancemi.co.uk.